Karen sentenced to 1 year in prison in DUI case, according to E! News. The Real Housewives of Potomac, Karen Hugar, will serve 12 months behind bars after being found guilty of driving under the influence following a March 2024 car crash and DUI arrest over 2 months after Real Housewives of Potomac star was found guilty on nearly all counts related to her March 2024, DUI. The Bravo celebrity was officially sentenced by a Montgomery County, Maryland judge to 2 years in prison with 1 year suspended during the February 26th today court appearance. So let's take it over to y'all help me. I'm always okay. I hate the way I can't never remember nothing. Okay, whether you like it or not. Is that it? No, that's not it. What is the damn? What does the WEIGO stand for again, y'all? I'm always forgetting shit. I'm sorry. Okay. What else is going on? Thank you. Oh my God. Y'all know when you start to see people online as just their like Abby name and stuff, that's all that be in your mind. Okay. So shout out to your girl. Y'all, please tell me the lady name again. Y'all know I'm bad with names. Okay. But she was just on Kempire. She and I have talked before on her channel. Okay. But I'm just bad with remembering people names. Please don't charge it to my heart. Charge it to the drugs. Okay. Shout out to yes. Thank you. Taria. Okay. Is it Taria? Is that how you pronounce it? I want to Tiara. Is it Tiara? It's Tiara. Okay. Shout out to Tiara girl. Okay. Because she was keeping us abreast down to the courthouse for Karen. Okay. Let me go through her tweets. First of all, this was her live at the courthouse, closed hearing, but court is in session. Okay, come on, Ciara, give us the. I have eyes on Ray, her cousin that was on the show, and I can confirm she has the 613 hair in with black roots. Karen's lawyer just gave a statement from Karen to the judge that he read silent. She had signed up to participate in a program where, hold on, let me read them in order. Her lawyer is presenting reasons to the judge why she went to the type of recovery center she went to. He said, you have to make it appealing for people to step away from their everyday lives, sort of like an incentive to get help. She went to a place called Right Turn for 48 hours. It is a place with rooms meant to look like jail cells so she could experience what that's like. She also has a continuing relationship with her therapist. So she went and pretended to be in jail for 48 hours. Well, girl, get ready. You're going to be in there for 12 months. She has signed up to participate in a program where she has a handheld breath device. It will require her to blow 4 times a day. The results go to whomever she chooses. Okay, so she was trying to rectify it without jail time. The judge said, I think not. Ray is getting ready to testify. Ray said the kids are a little hurt by this. Her lawyer asked if Ray was aware of everything that Karen has done in the last few months to get help. He said yes. He told the judge Karen is doing very well and has recovered from the accident. And Karen is crying. I have eyes on Ray. Okay, I read that one. Hold up. Let's continue on. The prosecution, hold on. Sorry, reading in order, girl. You want to go to the top first. My bad. Her lawyer says she is a good person, has been gracious through this experience. He has asked the judge for a suspended sentence, 3 years probation, AA twice per week, make therapy a condition, and another thing, but I couldn't hear because people rustling around. The prosecution isn't really buying the reason given for Karen choosing that recovery spot. They're not buying it. She apologized for bringing this to trial and was arrogant in thinking she could handle alcohol. Hold up. The judge is reading Karen's actions on that body cam to filth. The judge said Karen is no stranger to drinking while driving on our roads. When she got a PBJ in 2007, one would think Miss Hugar learned her lesson. In 2008, before the ink was dry on the other one, she was arrested again. He is not playing. He said Karen had the hang of working the system. Oh, Lord. He said she was working the system prior to 2011. All warnings went in one ear and out the other, but she remained undeterred. The judge sentenced Karen for 2 years with 1 year suspension. I believe they are taking her into custody right now. Oh my God, can y'all imagine what the courtroom looks like as they take the grand dame away? I love you all. I'm so sorry, Ray. I'm sorry. Tell the kids I love them. And to my Real Housewives of Potomac people, I'll be back. I'll be back, sober and better than ever. You bet your grand dumbness. I'll be back. Y'all. Well, that was a ride. Court is over. I was just 2 steps away from Ray and the family, and I can't find my car. I forget the street I parked on. Send help. All right. We hope you got back to your car, Tierra. We appreciate you. Y'all make sure y'all follow What Else Is Going On podcast. Doing good work over there. That's what I need for everybody to do. You see her name? It's Taria. Is it Taria? Taria? Girl, I feel like I'm pronouncing it wrong. It don't matter. Y'all see the lady. Y'all see her name up there. Okay. I want to call her Miss Faison. It's about to be Miss Faison because I can't handle all of these Tierras and Tyras and Tiras, and I'm going to say it wrong because ain't nobody saying it to me in my ear, bitch. Y'all spelling it. That's not going to help me with the pronunciation. So y'all make sure y'all follow and support because she has a YouTube as well. All right. And we've done content together as well, but it was like a while ago, like maybe a couple of years. But she's been on it. She's been over there with Kempire. Shout out to her for keeping us abreast of everything going on while Karen was being taken into custody by the police because she can't hold her liquor. She couldn't hold it. Speaking of her not holding her liquor, shout out to who sent me this. I forgot who sent me this already. Shout out to whoever one of the subbies who follow me on Instagram, okay, and be in a DM. Shout out to y'all who get through my DMs because y'all, all right. But y'all remember, we're gonna listen to this content creator, okay? This is Hermes Trismega, but he is speaking on her ancestry because y'all remember she said that she was Thomas Jefferson's concubine. Y'all remember that? We were having a conversation. I mean, Thomas Jefferson's concubine, and it was giving, girl, are the ancestors here? Are the ancestors here? Let's listen.
I am Thomas Jefferson's concubine.
It's almost like Karen is possessed there because of her family ties to Thomas Jefferson. I mean, you couldn't be closer. I already discussed her lineage before in this video, but her great-grandmother, Anna Wooden, was the mistress to Wilson Ruffin, one of the wealthiest planters in Virginia. Karen's second cousin, 4 times removed, John Hartwell Cock of Bremo Plantation, had this to say about Thomas Jefferson and Sally Hemings.
John Hartwell Cock was one of the founders of the University of Virginia. He was a very, very close friend to Jefferson. In his diary, he talks about Jefferson keeping, a woman as a substitute for a wife. And he uses that phrase, a substitute for a wife. And he described this as something as being prevalent not uncommon in the South.
Hold up, before I let him continue on, I want y'all to recognize a lot of these men back in the day, like these historical figures, the only reason we be knowing the truth about them or about that time period is because they kept journals, they kept diaries, and then somebody goes and finds the diaries and puts the whole diary in a book. Can you believe that? I know nowadays y'all hate for people to take people's diaries and put them in books. But I'm nosy and I like to know what's going on. So if you left a journal on this earth after you died, baby, I'ma read it.
If you look at the full diary entry, Cousin Cox said that everyone kept a substitute wife. So he was definitely talking about your great-great-grandparents, Karen. Last but not least, your cousin Frank, who wrote this book, who's actually named after your third-great-grandfather, Francis, married the great-granddaughter of Thomas Jefferson, Carrie Ann Randolph. Here are some of the children from that union, Karen. So these are your cousins, but also Thomas Jefferson's great-great-grandkids. I know you were inebriated, but I want to know who possessed you to say that because this is all just too bizarre.
I am Thomas Jefferson's concubine.
I want to know how drunk you gotta be to say some shit like that. That's wild to me. Okay, and they said they didn't call it a mistress. They said a replacement wife. Oh my God. Them old niggas was something else, child. They find new ways to identify cheating all day. Cause please believe most of them men had wives. Okay, talk about a replacement wife. You mean the side chick that you forcing to have sex with you because she's a nigger? Child, please. Stand-in wife. And listen, you know why, right? Because a lot of the men had their white wives living somewhere else, and they would come to the slave area. They would come to the plantations to run the land. They would leave their wife somewhere else. And they would do that on purpose because when they came down, they wanted to fuck on all of the slave women. And that's why a lot of us are lighter complected because, you know, the slave owners like to have sex with the slaves. Here we are today, and you're always fighting over a one drop rule of how black somebody is, where most people in America that are African American, no matter their skin tone, have other nationalities and other races in their bloodline, because that's just how this shit works. I'm telling y'all, I wish one day y'all would stop being so xenophobic, like, you know, a lot or nationalist, you know, that Erica, I was just listening to you, girl. You was talking about that foundational, girl. I don't want to hear that shit from y'all. Foundational black people, bitch, get the fuck out of here. Everybody, you know why they calling them foundational? Because at first it was descendants of slaves, but you can't use that as a word to describe or a phrase to describe Americans, because there were slaves all over the world. Brazil, South America, Mexico, okay, the Caribbean. There were people were enslaved. They had slaves in Europe. Like, there were slaves all over the place, baby. So saying somebody is a descendant of a slave so that you can try to box, you know, the African Americans into, girl, please stop. We are us, they are them, we are y'all, y'all are us. Everybody is everybody. Everybody is everybody, y'all. Everything is everything. Lauryn Hill, bitch. Okay?